Local Enterprise Office South Cork is delighted to be part of a presentation today at Cork County Innovation Showcase. It's an opportunity for us to share the supports that we give to enterprises, small and medium enterprises across the county. Areas of particular interest that we like talking to clients are their move towards being more sustainable as a business, and also the opportunity for efficiencies, for waste reduction, and the enhancements that can happen in a business if you adopt digital technologies. So we're here for the rest of the day, looking forward to having good and fruitful conversations to explain our supports. It's a fantastic afternoon, full of a buzz, an opportunity for us to hear from other colleagues and see where else there is innovation at play in the work that's being done across the council.
We're here to showcase the Community Climate Action Programme, which provides targeted funding to eligible community groups throughout the county. So we're here to talk about 3 projects in particular. In Ilon Clara in relation to Community Food Digester Programme, our Active Travel Community Project in Macroom. And these projects are our repurposing wind turbine blade project to create public recreation infrastructure in Mallow, our Active Travel project in Macroom, providing a pedestrian and cycleway throughout Tom Creedon Park in the town, and our Community Food Digester project in Ilon Clara in West Cork. Yeah, it's great to meet fellow colleagues today and learn about all the important projects being undertaken and innovation throughout the county.
Hi, we're just showing off different innovations within Cork County Council with regard to climate action. So first here, available through our library section, is the Home Energy Saving Monitoring Kit. With this kit you can monitor, use the plug-in devices to monitor the energy uses of different items within your appliances within your home. Also, you can also manage the temperature within your fridge and freezers, and also check on the different leakages within your house, and different helpful tips within the pack then through the workbook on how you can help save energy within your own home and help for the environment generally. It's amazing how interested people get in the smaller items, going through the detail, and how to help them build awareness of what supports are available from Cork County Council to support climate action within the greater community. It's fascinating going around to different groups and what innovations they're undertaking themselves, and they even looking to build on it for future collaborations to help with climate action within Cork County Council.
So today we're showcasing what the library digital services team can provide. So we have our 3D printer here, and also we have iPads that we give to branches for public use and staff use, and we're also showcasing where our mobile libraries stop and all the different libraries that are around the county. We also have a podcasting station where Local Studies provides podcasting on SoundCloud, which can be viewed on SoundCloud and listened to by the public. So today we're showcasing our 3D printer. So we have 3 of them in our libraries, one in Bandon, one in Middleton, and one here in HQ. So basically, members of the public can come in with, if they have designs themselves, or bring designs to our computers, and they can print them off in a certain amount of time, and it's also all for free. It's great, yeah. We're meeting loads of people from the IT department that link in with us, and there are also so many different other stands here from different aspects of the council that's great.
My purpose in being here today, I suppose, is as the Irish officer for a particular council where there's a Gaeltacht within our remit, it's very important for me to promote the language and to give advice to staff and help to staff in promoting it within the organisation to the public and amongst themselves. So my purpose here is to provide resources, both physical and information, to staff on how they can both use the language, make the language more visible, more welcoming, and more part of our council life for ourselves and for the public that we serve, particularly again the Gaeltacht area. We do this either through wearing something identifying like the fáinne or the lanyard, through joining things like an Irish committee whereby we can discuss feedback relating to governance, development, events, classes, any kind of developmental thing that we can do that makes Irish fun, welcoming and part of the job. It helps us in the long run, both individually and as an authority for the staff, for the public as well. We also have a committee that we're forming where the public the staff will be able to get this information together in a forum, in a friendly, informal forum, where we can discuss ways in which we can make this a more vibrant part of the council, a more intrinsic part of the council, and as it should be. I really like it. There's a nice buzz, and one of the things I've gotten as feedback from those who've come to me today is that while a lot of them wish they had better Irish than they have, there's an interest there, there's a want there to speak it. and they're just looking for opportunities. And I think that's very important to hear from the staff, that there is actually there's a desire out there to speak the language. There's a desire to learn more, and a bit of a regret that they don't, maybe that a lot of people don't have the Irish they would like to have. Now, I personally feel people have more Irish than they think they do, that it's all a matter of confidence. And I think giving ourselves an opportunity to actually bring that out in social settings or comfortable settings, they might be surprised to find out how much Irish they actually have retained without realising it. And I think that's a good opportunity. Oh, I think we should. I think the council, other than myself, outside of myself, I think looking around me, so many of our directorates are doing amazing things to make Ireland, Cork, everything much better. There's exciting things going on that I don't think the public are entirely aware of. So it's nice to see all the technological advancements, all the environmentally friendly advancements, all the different initiatives that are being rolled out that are there for the purpose of making life better, and I think it's fantastic to see, and it's a great opportunity.
So this project is a pioneering collaboration between Cork County Council and the Department of Housing, Local Government and Heritage. It's about developing new nature-based solutions for town centres, and Cove was chosen as the first town to pilot this system. So the first project that's been developed is these temporary demonstrator rain gardens at East Beach in the town. So the rain gardens, they collect polluted rainwater runoff from the adjacent road, and they use special bioretention soils to filter out pollutants in the water before it re-enters the sea. So at the moment in Cove we're testing 4 different types of soil. We're undergoing a 12-month monitoring period whereby the results of this will inform further developments of rain gardens that are being built as part of the wider Cove Public Realm Enhancement Plan. Yeah, it's brilliant to see so many projects from the council showcased today. Brilliant to see what colleagues are up to around the council. Brilliant to share what we're doing here. And yeah, just to see all the great work that's being done across departments.
So on show here we have the Greenways that we are currently developing in Cork County Council. So we have a number of greenways in the West Cork area. We have Cork to Kinsale, and we have 2 under the heading of the West Cork Greenways. We've got the Skibbereen sections and we've got the Bandon sections. And I suppose they're all in their infancy at the moment. We're currently working through the design process. So they started with a study area. You can see there, for example, the study area for the Bandon sections. And then the next phase is to develop a number of route corridor options. So here you can see for the West Cork and for Cork to Kinsale, we currently have route corridor options. And we've just completed a public consultation on the Cork to Kinsale Greenway. And the next stage now is to compare those routes against each other to develop the emerging preferred corridor. It's really interesting and we're getting to learn loads about what other sections are doing. I think it's something that maybe should be advertised more, and that for us all to learn what other sections are doing, and to get to meet colleagues as well. It's been very beneficial.
So this is a project, the Harper's Island Wetland project. We are working on this in collaboration with the Cove Municipal District and our partners locally in the area of Harper's Island, which is near Glounthaune. We work with the Cork branch of Birdwatch Ireland and with Glounthaune Men's Shed, Development Association and the Tidy Towns. So the project is all about developing and protecting the site for nature and developing the site as an education facility just with our local partners. It's great to have an opportunity to showcase the project, and nice that there's lots of people calling to have a chat and compliment us on the site. Lots of people have been down there, particularly on we organised a walk very recently for staff of Cork County Council, and quite a few people who were on that walk have called in just to say how much they enjoyed the site and how much they enjoyed the site. So yeah, it's great to get that positive feedback. So Harper's Island is one of the most important sites for birds in Cork Harbour, and it's what we're doing down there is just we've been creating and enhancing habitats for birds. We've also been doing a lot of habitat enhancement, and the nature education facilities and the interpretive facilities have been developed along at the same time, as well as the amenity for local people. And the local people in Glounthaune really have taken to the site and taken ownership of the site. It's a great facility. There's a 2-kilometre looped walking trail, and loads of opportunities to see the wetland birds, the wintering birds that come to Cork, and use the site as a little refuge. So fantastic site, well worth coming down to. We're open 7 days a week and open to the public. Anybody can call in. We're doing monitoring all the time, and we can see the increases in bird numbers. We're monitoring the development of, we've been developing wetland and salt marsh habitat. We've put in conservation measures to control invasive species that are very successful. So lots of the things that we're doing are having very positive impacts for nature down there.
So we're showcasing a number of circular economy projects that the council is leading on. So one example is the We Love Paint project, where paint collected at civic community sites is collected by social enterprises, 3 social enterprises in Cork. They remix the paint and put it back on the market for use in the community. The reusable nappy project is where we've collaborated with CUMH, and 100 families in the county got access to a starter kit of reusable nappies to encourage them to go down that way for nappies. This is the Relove Bike project, so again where bikes are collected at civic community sites and given to social enterprises to fix and put back into the community for reuse. And this project, I suppose, this year, everyone from the 1st of January this year, everyone in the country is entitled to a brown bin, so a separate food waste bin collection. So I suppose if people aren't aware about it, we're just trying to encourage people to make sure to liaise with their collectors to make sure that they get the brown bin, and we're just giving these starter kits to people to help them get started in separating their food waste in their home. It's great to meet everyone and to learn about all the other projects, I suppose, happening in the council, and to highlight, I suppose, to show that the Cork County Council, there's quite a lot of circular economy projects that we're leading on, so nice to kind of raise awareness of them.
So today we're showcasing Fort Camden, which is in Crosshaven, and it's a very special fort. It has been under redevelopment over the last number of years through voluntary contributions, and now it's under the council. So what we're hoping to do is build on all the work that's been done so far and take it forward to make it, I suppose, of the same scale as it deserves to be, given the magnitude and the importance of it structurally and historically within the fort. And on a world scale also, it's a very, very unusual fort, and it's got a fantastic history between its period when it was under British rule to when it was handed back to the Irish state in 1938, when it was relinquished and was no longer a treaty fort. It's lovely, and it's great to have an opportunity, because an awful lot of people don't know that Fort Camden is actually under the County Council, and it's lovely to be able to tell them that we're hoping over the closed season to work on opening new areas to redevelop some of the structures that are already there. We will have a longer term plan. There's so much to be done that it couldn't possibly be achieved, but it'll be nice then to be able to offer new experiences as each season progresses and to build on the last. So we have consolidation of a lot of the structures. We'll be redeveloping and building on the exhibitions that there are in place already, and hoping to actually add to those with some of new stories that we can learn from the people that are still around, because oral history holds so much of the core of a lot of our historic sites that may not be written down in official history, but they're the real stories of the people. So we're hoping to link out in with the community as well, and to bring more of the history and the lived experience to what we show when we reopen next season. Yeah, it's excellent, it's fantastic. There's a great buzz, it's been really welcoming. It's going to be, I think, something that could be built on year, and we're already, it's our first time here, so we're already talking about what we could do next year to bring more of Camden to this exhibition and to this showcase, to give people more of an understanding of what we have down on site.
HVO, hydro-treated vegetable oil. This is what we're showcasing today. Cork County Council has been using HVO for the last 12 months. We trialled it initially for 6 months on 40 vehicles. And it was very successful, and we've been rolling it out across Cork County Council for the last 6 months as well. So in the last year we've used 130,000 litres of HVO, which is hydro-treated vegetable oil. It's a waste-derived fuel, so it's like cooking oil. We've been placing it in our vehicles. It's a direct replacement for diesel, so you can just put into a normal diesel engine, and you can also put diesel back into it again. So it's very successful, no issues with the engines or anything like that right now. It's an interim solution, I suppose, because it's only sustainable as there is waste cooking oil that's out there. But for Cork County Council, it's the way to go to meet our 2030 climate targets. So for the last 6 months, we've been rolling it out as far as we can, but at the moment now, for the next few years, we have a strategy going forward to roll out more tanks, because we need to try and get more vehicles on HVO. So we're introducing bulk tanks in West Cork and Castletown Bear, into the north, into Mill Street, Macroom, and into East Cork as well, so that our vehicles placed in those areas are able to top up with this HVO fuel. HVO coupled with electrification EVs in our fleet is where we're going to, and that's how we're going to get to our 2030 climate targets. HVO, from the mechanics and from a maintenance perspective, there's been no difference whatsoever. It's actually a cleaner type of fuel. The filters in the engines are a lot cleaner. There's none of that kind of sludge that's from diesel combustion engines. Yeah, the showcase has been great today, getting lots of questions. People are really interested in it as well, and I presume people didn't know about it as well, kind of thing. So at least it's getting us out there, showing what we're doing, and it helps them as well to know what's going on with the Fleet Management Unit in Cork County Council.
So I'm talking about the Make or Break initiative. So this is a creative wellbeing programme where we're delivering creative workshops to staff members at lunchtime. So it's funded by Creative Ireland, and we're delivering it across Cork County Council, Kerry County Council, the HSE South, and some private industries as well. So the idea behind it is that it's nice to do creative activities, and that so we're giving staff members an opportunity to do something nice and creative on their lunch break, to take a break from screens and the monotony of the workday, and just to kind of reset the brain a little bit, in the same way that you might go for a 20-minute walk on your lunch break. We're kind of saying that doing something nice and creative is equally as good and important for the mental health. It's only just started, but the feedback has been incredible so far. You know, after last week's session, when someone said that, oh, that was as nice as a yoga session, it's been overwhelmingly positive. The only negative feedback that we've had from anyone is that they want more, that there's not enough of it, and that they want. I'm hoping that the project will be scalable, and that we'll be able to expand it so that everyone can do it. Oh, it's great. It was kind of slow to start, and I was a little bit nervous, but people have been very receptive. I suppose people from a lot of different sectors of the council have been coming up that I wouldn't normally have the opportunity to engage with. So it's really nice to meet other people from outside, I suppose, outside the library and arts section. I have an opportunity to kind of show off our wares and show them what we're doing and what we're about, and the feedback has been really positive. It's lovely.
So we're showcasing the innovative methods that the Town Regeneration Office is using to implement the Town Centre First initiative. So the two main elements that we're showcasing today are the collaboration with communities at every stage of the Town Centre First regeneration plan process, and also the use of technology in dealing with dereliction across the county. The Town Centre First regeneration plans to bring a plan to the stage of launching it is a 14-month process. Earlier this year we've launched the Skibbereen Town Plan. So from the start of the process there was engagement with the community through public engagement meetings, public survey, and then the establishing of a town team of 8 people local to Skibbereen, representing residents, business, charity groups, volunteer groups, sporting organisations, and so that they're partnering with Cork County Council to deliver the projects that have been identified by the people of Skibbereen. So Kanturk is the next town due to have a Town Centre First plan that'll be launched in May next year. And again, it's collaboration with the community all the way through. The towns of Macroom, Bantry and Mitchelstown have been approved funding for the establishing of a town team, which again is collaborating with the people of the town to put a team together who will have the tools to identify funding streams and access funding for these projects. I also mentioned technology. So the Town Regeneration Office is dealing with the problem of dereliction across the county, tackling dereliction across all settlements. We're using technology in a big way to do this. So we have our vacant and derelict vacancy and dereliction app, which we're using to identify properties and I suppose process them, whether it's on the ground when the property has been inspected, or identifying the pathways for these properties through the dereliction process. We also have digitized the public derelict sites register. So this is available in map form on the council website. So interested parties within the county can identify derelict properties on the app, and then they'll see, okay, a certain property isn't already there, and they can inform the council of any further properties that they're available or that they're aware of. So I suppose, yeah, they're the two main elements we're showcasing today: collaborative efforts with the communities of Cork, and also using technology then in effective ways to deal with dereliction. The afternoon is going great. There's a great buzz around the place, a lot of engagement, a lot of people from within the organisation, because people are so busy with what they're doing day to day that they're not fully aware of what's going on in other parts of the organisation. So it's a great event. I look forward to this going from strength to strength, and having more people coming in from outside to see the great work that the council is doing.
Well, today I'm showcasing one of our Starlinks. So we have 15 of them, belong to the organisation. They help us get coverage in places that we would have struggled to before. So we're a very big county, we're the largest by area local authority in the country, and some parts of our county can be hard to get coverage in. So the Starlinks communicate with directly with satellites, and they've enabled us to get coverage in places like Jersey Island and Cape Clare, where they would have struggled to before. We've been able to put card terminals in at Jersey Island, which has been solved a great deal of trouble for us. And we also use them for emergency response. So we do exercises simulating flooding or natural disasters, fires, where we might have to set up a rest centre, like a very remote GA club or something like that. And so the Starlinks will allow us to get internet coverage in pretty much anywhere in the county and up to 12 kilometres off the coast. So anywhere in Cork County now that we need to get coverage, we're able to. And so also some of our water treatment plants, which we have all over the county, some of them can be in fairly awkward spots that we struggle to get copper into. And the Starlinks have been a great help for us there in getting coverage to those spots, so that GIS staff are able to see the data from those sites. So we had an emergency response exercise in Skibbereen, simulating a fire in the town where we had to evacuate a load of tenants out of an apartment building and set them up in a temporary rest area in the GA club. And there was over 50 people were connected to this Starlink down below in the GA club, so it's been a great help to us that way. Yeah, there's a great buzz around the place today. There's loads of people expressing an interest in the Starlink. It's a very popular stand today, and it's been great seeing all the other innovations going on around the organisation, like the 3D printer here beside me is fascinating. We were having a good look at that earlier, so yeah, it's a great buzz.
So today I'm showcasing the economic development supports offered by Cork County Council. So those range from e-centres for digital working. Fermoy is one of the major hubs managed and owned by Cork County Council, and we provide subsidised workspaces. There's top of the line meeting spaces there, and there's also a new centre opening up in Cove very shortly. So it gives rural communities the opportunity to work remotely, I suppose to find an alternative to work remotely. And we also have a number of food units which support a number of food businesses throughout Cork, and we have a number of industrial units as well. So it's all, I suppose, promoting economic return for the economy and supporting our workers and local companies, particularly in rural locations that may not have access to such facilities, and supporting startups. It was fantastic. I suppose, I mean, I work closely with a lot of different sections, but you still wouldn't know some of the innovative projects that are on your doorstep. So it was a great opportunity to learn about some of those. It was a great success, and we were delighted with the turnout.